Now I am going to explain about the shaping machine. The shaping machine is a machine tool which is used to produce hard surfaces by using a single point cutting tool over a stationary job. And the surfaces may be horizontal, vertical or inclined. And this is the total diagram of the shaper. All parts are labeled here. Then classification, parts, mechanism, specification, everything here. But I will show you now at the machine. Lower portion, there is a base. Look, this one is your base. It is made of cast iron. Other parts are raised upon the base. Then the box-like structure is called column. It is a hollow box-like structure. Inside the column, all the arrangements there. Then this is the sliding lever called the ram. It slides or reciprocates here in this way. Then this is shaper head. It is a tractor block and tractor box, and this is the tool used for holding the cutting tool. And this is the shaper hand wheel. It is used to adjust the depth of cut. Then there is an angular base which is used set the tool in a angular for angular cutting. Then this is the cross rail which is mounted on the front axis of the column. Two levers are there. The upper lever is for sideways movement of the table and the lower lever is for the vertical movement of the table. Then this is the table which is the work holding devices. The upper portion slots and in both sides slots are provided for holding the job directly here, or use the machine vice. But we use the vice for holding our job. Then types. Different type of shapers are available. But it is classified according to the mechanism, then according to the position and travel of the ram, then according to the type of cut, then according to the construction of the table. First, according to the mechanism, giving reciprocating motion to the ram. That means in which way the ram reciprocates here. Three types of shapers are available. One is crank type shaper, then gear type shaper, and hydraulic type shaper. Our machine is crank type shaper. By help of the crank inside the column, the rotary motion converts into reciprocating motion here. Then in case of gear type machine, gears are used. By help of the gear, the ram reciprocates here. And in case of hydraulic type shaper, hydraulic oil is used. By pressure of the oil, the ram reciprocates. Then according to the travel and position of the ram, it is also three types. One is horizontal, then vertical, and traveling head shaper. Our machine is horizontal. Look the motion. Now it is moving the horizontal path to the axis of the table. So this is horizontal shaper. Then in case of vertical shaper, the head has an upward and downward movement with respect to the table axis. And in case of traveling head shaper, look, this shaper position is constant here. Only you have to swivel at an angle. But in case of traveling head shaper, the head may change its position for accommodation of different type of operations. Then according to the type of cut, two types of shapers are available. One is push cut, then draw cut. And generally push cut shapers are used everywhere. And our machine is also push cut. In case of push cut, cutting takes place during the forward movement of the tool. That means when the tool goes advance or forward direction, it will cut, and the backward goes idle. No metal is removed here. But in case of draw cut shaper, cutting takes place during the return movement of the tool and the forward goes idle. Then according to the table construction, two types of shapers are available. One is standard, then universal. In case of standard shaper, the table can move two ways, in vertical and also sideways. But in case of universal one, we can set the table in an inclined position. So three movements are there: vertical, sideways, and also inclined position. So these are the parts. Then how to specify the machine? Suppose you want to purchase, then what are the specifications? So first, maximum length of store. How the ram can travel maximum. So according to the length, 18 inches, 24 inches, then 32 inches shapers are available. And our machine is 24 inches. Then maximum vertical and sideways travel of the cross rail. Then size of the table means length, breadth and height is to be mentioned. Then other points are number of spindle speed available, horsepower of the motor, weight of the machine, space required, capacity and etc. Then in this machine several operations you can perform here. So now I will show you how to the machine start or cut. Height gauge, surface plate and angle plate. Vernier height gauge is used to check the height of the object and also used for scribing the lines. There is a scriber point used for scribing the lines. And this the angle plate is a supporting device. The jobs are supported by the angle plate, and the surface plate is used to check the flatness of an object, and also the sides are used to check the right angleness. So these are the finishing surface. So you have to keep it in the lower portion. Then you have to check the height first. Now it is 48 and our requirement is 46. So according to your measurement you have to strike the lines. Then lock the knots. Then you have to strike the line from this way. Okay, so marking is over. Then you have to put punch mark on the line for make permanent marking. This is the cast iron block. Now we have to finish all the sides here by using the shaper. So what are the instruments required? I will tell. This is the steel rule used to check the measurement. Then tri-square used to check the rectangleness. This is the shaper handle. Then hammer is required. Then brush is required to clean the chips. Then vernier color to check the measurement also. Now I have to place the job here. You have to tight it. Then this the part of the block is used to support the workpiece. Then we have to check the stroke axis first. That means the tool should pass through the job. Now there are some clearance in both sides, no problem. In this machine, one mechanism is available, that is called quick return mechanism. Quick return means here the return movement of the cutting tool is quicker or faster than the forward movement. Now look, I start the machine. This is the forward movement, this is the backward movement. This movement is faster. Is faster because it cuts in the forward direction, so return there is no work. To save the total machining time, this mechanism is available in this machine. That means at the time of cutting, the ram goes slowly, but in the non-cutting time, it moves faster to save the total machining time. It is called quick return mechanism. this side to that side. Now look, cutting takes place in the forward direction. It will cut. These are the chips which are comes out from the jaw. Now the first side is complete. Then we have to change the side. Okay. Now we have to open it. So this is the complete side now. Now you have to keep it on the vice in this way. Then you want to finish. So this one side is complete. So in this way you have to cut all the sides. So then the second one is you have to keep these two on the high side. Then you have to finish this. Then there's a supporting one you have to use here. Then you have to tight it. Then you have to hammer it also. Now we have to check the depth. side there is no cut, so the tool will release automatically in the return time. You will pass on to the job.
Okay.
Now open the job and check the right angles. So two sides are aligned. Now this is the tri-square. Now to check it. Now look. No light is passed here. That means both are perpendicular to each other.